Hey everyone! So let's dive into something you've probably wondered about every single time you've used an AI assistant. Is the text it's giving you being written, or is it being revealed? It really does feel like magic sometimes, right? But today, we're going to get into the two very different and fascinating ways that AI actually creates language. You know the scene, we've all seen it. You ask ChatGPT or another AI a question, and it just starts typing, one word at a time. So why does it do that? Well, that slow, deliberate pace isn't just for dramatic effect. It actually points to the fundamental way that most AI models think. But the big question is that the only way? So this word-by-word method, it has a name. And as we're about to see, it comes with a pretty big problem, especially when it comes to speed and efficiency. This is the approach that absolutely dominates today. It's called autoregressive modeling, or just AR for short. And the logic behind it is actually pretty simple but really powerful. To figure out the next word, the model just looks at all the words it's already written. It's this very sequential, very logical process of building a sentence piece by piece. Okay, so the crucial thing to get here is the step-by-step dependency. To even get to the word fox, the model has to generate the, then it has to consider the to generate quick, and then the quick to get to brown, and so on. Now, while this method is great for making sure everything is logical and consistent, just imagine trying to generate a whole book this way. Every single word depends on the one before it, and that creates this massive computational bottleneck when you're trying to create long texts. But what if you could just generate the entire sentence all at once? Let's imagine a completely different way of doing things, one that's inspired not by writing, but by how AI creates images. So instead of writing a sentence, what if you could reveal it? The idea here is that you start not with a blank page, but with a block of just complete nonsense, a sequence of random digital gibberish. And from there, the AI acts like a sculptor. It starts chipping away at all that noise, refining it, polishing it, in stages, until a coherent, meaningful sentence just emerges. And this isn't just a cool metaphor, it's a real process called denoising. The model literally starts with pure chaos, just like what you see on the left there. Then, step by step, it refines that gibberish, pulling a clear, understandable idea out of the noise. It's exactly like a sculptor finding a statue inside a block of stone. And the end result? A perfectly formed sentence. So this brings us to the million-dollar question. I mean, intuitively, generating a bunch of words in parallel, all at once, like the diffusion model does, it feels like it should be way, way more efficient than that old one-at-a-time autoregressive method. But is that actually true when the rubber meets the road? To figure that out, we first have to agree on what makes AI text good in the first place. And it turns out there are two totally different ways to measure quality. This leads us to a tale of two very different metrics. First up, we've got token error rate, or TER. You can think of this as the fluency score. Does the text sound natural? Does it flow? A sentence like, "the sun shines brightly," would have a really low token error rate because it's grammatically sound and just makes sense, even if the facts in it are wrong. Now, the second metric, sequence error rate, or SER, is way stricter. It doesn't just ask if the sentence sounds good, it asks, is the entire answer 100% correct? This is absolutely crucial for things like math problems or generating code. For example, if you ask an AI, what's 2 plus 2, and it says, the answer is 5, well, that's fluent sentence. It has a low token error rate, but it's dead wrong, which means it gets a very high sequence error rate. And this, right here, is where we find the critical trade-off. The research shows this incredible split. The efficiency of these new diffusion models changes dramatically depending on whether you're trying to get fluency or if you're trying to get absolute correctness. This chart just illustrates the point perfectly. It's comparing the diffusion models, those are the blue dots, against a standard autoregressive model on a reasoning task. Now, the baseline for both accuracy and efficiency is right here in the center, at 0, 0. So take a look where all the dots for the diffusion models land, down here, in the bottom left quadrant. What does that mean? Lower efficiency and lower accuracy. When it comes to tasks that need pure logical correctness, this diffusion approach, at least right now, really falls short. So here's the core takeaway from all of this. If you just want fluency, that low token error rate, diffusion models are like a rocket ship. It takes pretty much the same amount of sculpting time to reveal a short sentence as it does a really long one. But if you need perfect accuracy, that low sequence error rate, they suddenly become a turtle. The longer the sentence you need, the more steps it takes to get every single little detail right, which completely wipes out their speed advantage.
And this happens because it's just really hard for a parallel, all-at-once process to maintain those perfect logical connections across a long sentence. One tiny error early on can cascade, and it takes more and more work to fix it.
So, what this really means is that instead of one model being better than the other, what we really have are two different tools in the toolbox, and each one is better at a different kind of job. It all just comes down to what you actually need the AI to do. Okay, so this is how it all breaks down in the real world. If your task needs absolute precision and that step-by-step logical thinking, things like solving math problems or generating accurate code, the classic autoregressive model is still your champion. But if your main goal is fluency, creativity, or maybe editing some text to make it sound better, that parallel sculpting from noise approach that diffusion models use is an incredibly efficient and powerful alternative. So as we look to the future of AI, the question isn't just about making things faster, it's about understanding these fundamental trade-offs. So, will the next great AI-generated novel be written, one careful word at a time? Or will it be revealed, sculpted from a block of pure digital noise? The answer is probably going to be both.